How's it going, Fish fam? Welcome back to a brand new video. If this is your first time checking out the channel, what's up? My name is Gabe. You can also find me at SpartnFish pretty much everywhere on the internet. For you guys, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I finished. Well, for you guys, it's probably been like a week. But the whole reason why I started this, for those of you who are new, is because when I originally I've always been a huge Naruto fan, and I was just never really that interested in One Piece. But then when I saw the live action, it just really sort of changed my perspective on that and got me interested in learning more about the story and learning more about the world building. So yeah, now we're here, 330 something episodes later, a year later, of watching One Piece since I finished watching Water 7. For me, it's been a little while. I did my Water 7 tier list stream probably a little over a week ago. So I've finished Water 7 maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago at this point. And I still need to film my review video for the entire saga. I have it mostly written all out what I want to say. And then I just need to figure out, I just need to actually set time aside to do it, because I don't know if I've talked about this before, but when I do those review videos, I know it seems kind of free-flowing stream of consciousness, but I try to think about it a good amount ahead of time, because in all honesty, that's it's 2.5, 3 hours of me just sitting down yapping. I know I cut it down a lot, but it is a long ass process when I film that video. It takes me a while. So I have it mostly planned out by now, but I'm not ready to film it yet. So I wanted to just kind of dive into the next section of One Piece. Obviously there are there's quite a lot of filler in between Water 7 and Thriller Bark. Obviously I'm not gonna be posting that here on the channel, but again, like I always say, I still watch it, so we could potentially discuss it somewhere else at some point. So if you are at all interested in seeing more of my One Piece videos, if you're at all interested in seeing more of my Frieren videos, if you want to see movies early, if you want to have exclusive emotes, it's $1.99 a month. I get it. Not everyone can shill out money for some random fucking dude on the internet, but if you wanted to, it's available to you. This year is kind of jam-packed with a bunch of things that I want to watch, so I'm still planning on only doing 3 shows, but what I might end up doing, because there are so many weekly shows coming out, is I might have to do a lot of watching a Frieren to make sure that I'm keeping pace with my regular weekly episodes. I don't know. It's gonna be a long, stressful year of watching anime. I know that sounds stupid and ridiculous, but for me, I spend a lot of time on these videos. I know it gets condensed down and it doesn't seem like it, but every time I'm watching 2 episodes of One Piece, it's a 20-minute video, but I'm spending at least an hour just watching and talking, and then I don't know, 2.5 to 3 hours editing. So it's a long, extensive process. Yeah, it's been quite a long journey to get to this point, but it's been fun. I don't know anything about going into that. Oh, that's actually not true. I did see I saw the skeleton dude in the thumbnail of this episode on Crunchyroll. Based off of art I've seen when I'm trying to put together thumbnails of the crew and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure the skeleton dude is gonna join the crew. So I'm going into it kind of expecting that. Don't know if that's 100% true, but I'm pretty sure it's true. I've seen, listen, I have to say this in pretty much almost every reaction video. I fucking seen art of One Piece. It's hard. I have a computer, I have an internet connection, I watch anime, of course I've seen fucking art of One Piece characters. So I'm pretty sure that skeleton guy is gonna join the crew. But other than that, I don't really know what to expect into this arc. Obviously, we're going into like the Bermuda Triangle of One Piece, basically, after leaving Water 7. We just have Frankie join the crew, so I'm not sure what those dynamics are going to be like. And I'm pretty sure this is like a relatively short arc. I think it's only something like, this sounds ridiculous in any other anime, but I think it's only like a 40 episode arc, something like that. Like, that sounds so crazy to say, because any other anime that's like 2 seasons of a show, but in One Piece it's like one self-contained small arc of a story. But yeah, I'm interested to just get into it, so yeah. Let's do it. Ah, yes. The most necessary addition to the boat. A fucking swing. What the hell is Frankie working on now? What'd you do? What did he do? No! No, dude! You can't fuck that up! They got that from the fucking sky, dude! You can't just fuck things up! Bro. Why would you do that? You turned their sky jet ski into... Is that the Mary? Did he put the Mary's mast on it? Not fuck! I don't remember what it's called. Fuck you. Why is this what we're doing, bro? There's got to be something else to do. Meanwhile, bro is just making drinks. Bro. The ultimate cheat code. Just having Sanji being there, so sick. Where is Zoro? What the fuck is Zoro doing? No, 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 no. Yeah, dummy. I still can't get over, this boat is insane, dude. I still can't get over the fact that they have a literal fucking aquarium inside their boat. Like, that has to be so heavy. Okay, Usopp. Damn. Why'd they make the octopuses look so cute? Octopi, excuse me, grammar nerds. Yes, octopi. Why'd they gotta make them look so cute, bro? It's gonna be such a damn shame once we kill and eat them all. Alright, it's daytime. Zoro's taking a nap. I can't believe I forgot. He's clearly just sleeping right now. Bro's about to just punch the shit out of Usopp. That's definitely not what happened. That is a mysterious floating thing in the middle of the sea. You can eat it, bro. What are you talking about? Now she's on to something. Now she's on. Wait, Frankie, you don't even drink booze, bro. You only drink cola. Why do you care if it tastes good? Bro, what the fuck? Yeah, bro. He's like, we fought God, bro. He's like, yeah, who cares, bro? We beat the shit out of God. It's a trap! Yeah, of course it's a fucking trap, dude. Bro, not again. The fact that she's just like a human barometer is crazy. She could just sense air pressure. Elite navigation ability. Yeah. He's like, bro, I designed this ship. You think it's gonna fucking get shit on by some puny little waves? A little thunder and rain? No, dude. This is the Thousand Sunny. We're not getting clapped up by some rain. What the Bro, the changing of modes on a wooden ship is never not going to be funny. Having a gear shifter on this boat is just going to always be a constant sense of amusement. Yeah, that's the One Piece Bermuda Triangle. Spooky! I gotta reuse that animation from during October. Hell yeah. This whole arc I gotta reuse that one animation. Excuse me, is that a fucking ghost? Right. Okay, I remember we talked about this now. Alright, come on, man. We don't need to do this to Usopp right now. Well, to be fair, bro, how would they have warned you? You know, you were kind of missing, you know? What the fuck? We're actually about to be haunted by ghosts? We got ghost pirates? I like how Robin is so unbothered. Cause she's like, yeah, every time there's some legend about some shit like this in history, it's always, you know, some regular thing. At least that's what I'm imagining. That, like, that's how she's rationalizing it, you know? What the fuck? Yeah, that's not how this song is supposed to go. I've watched the Rugrats movie. It's yo ho ho and a bottle of yum. Ah! That is the guy. Bro, just chilling, singing and sipping tea. Just chilling and sipping tea. Yeah, everyone else is fucking freaked out, and Luffy's like, damn, that's cool as hell. Yeah, Luffy's just like, that shit's cool. Kakui! Yeah, we're gonna draw sticks to see who has to hang out with Luffy today. Cause nobody wants to go. Yeah. No, you guys are gonna be alone. You're gonna be alone. Yeah, what if it's a treasure ship, Nami? Yeah, that's probably not the case. It's probably not a treasure ship at all. I think he's just chilling, sipping tea. Yo! Bro, Nami, you're the strongest character in all of One Piece. You're fine. Yeah? Bro, you just joined back on the crew and you're already preying on Luffy's death? You just got back! Stop it! Yeah, of course he's just a chill fucking guy. Of course he's just a chill guy. Damn, I remember back in the day when Luffy had an afro. Sanji's gonna beat the shit out of you, bro. Sanji's gonna beat the shit out of you. You better chill out. Say what you will about Sanji, but he would never be that forward. He would never be that forward. That's crazy. That's next level. That's next level. Yeah. Sanji would never be that forward. That's crazy. What? I know, I can tell they're not the same VA, but he kind of reminds me of Excalibur from Soul Eater. Yeah, immediate. Oh, I guess it wasn't that big of a spoiler that I knew that, since it happens within like the first 7 seconds of us meeting. Okay. I guess it's not that weird. I guess it's not that crazy that I knew that. Wasn't too big of a spoiler. It happens within the first like 7 minutes of us meeting him. All right. Well. So our crew is very quickly growing. We got our navigator, we got our cook, we got our doctor, we got our shipwright, and I think we just got our musician. Or isn't that everyone Luffy wanted? I think that's every position Luffy wanted filled, right? He just wanted a shipwright, a navigator, a doctor, and a musician. Because he said, you gotta have a musician. You gotta have a musician and a cook. Those are the most crucial things. So I think he just heard bro singing and he was like, oh, all right, perfect. Spot filled. We got him. I know some people were like, yeah, I don't really like Sanji because he's like, he's too into the ladies, you know? I better see those same people hating on Brooks, because that was a crazy fucking introduction to Nami. Bro said, hey, does the carpet match the drapes? He deserved to get his ass beat there. He deserved 1,000,000% to get his ass beat. What the fuck, dude? Yeah, that's interesting. I'm looking forward to see the same level of smoke for Brooks that I've seen for Sanji in the past. This is gonna be definitely interesting, getting to know a new character so quickly after Frankie got introduced and so quickly after Usopp like comes back to join the crew. Honestly, I have to look up the VA. He just gives me such similar. I don't think they're the same. I don't think they're the same VA, but he just gives me such similar vibes to Excalibur from Soul Eater that I have to look. Who is the voice of Excalibur and Soul Eater? I mean the sub. Oh, right. I remember learning this info. The VA who does Excalibur is also the voice of Toji. I remember the day I found that out. I was so fucking shook. Okay. All right, let's go to the next episode. I wasted a bunch of time. Okay, we're here. Lock the fuck in. We got a new crew member. Wait, do we get the boat also? Do we get 2 ships now? Brook, yeah, okay. He's a skeleton, what do you mean? Bro, why does he have the same vibe as Luffy? Alright, bro, you're gonna get your fucking skeleton neck snapped. I know we've already talked about this, bro, but where are the Jesus pirates? Where are the Jesus pirates? Nah, he's just a living skeleton. He's not an evil spirit. Oh my god. Chopper, brother. Chopper, brother. Spooky! To keep him from doing crazy shit. Bro, you can't just gonna invite yourself over and say, alright, who's cooking? Where's my food? But thank God we know that he poops. He does in fact poop. Frankie's like, damn, he complimented the ship, therefore he's a good guy. Are we just gonna be doing bits now? Since we have a skeleton, he's just gonna be doing fucking skin and bones jokes all the time. Oh no, that's Luffy's drink of choice too. Yeah, don't even know each other's names before he's on the crew. Oh yeah, we're having all the octopus. Yeah, we'll kick out the skeleton after dinner. Trying to steal food off of Robin's plate. Dude, of course we have our own aquarium. Have you not been on a ship that has its own aquarium before? Of course it's a devil fruit, bro. Ate the revive devil fruit. Wait, but you were already like... But it did that after you were already like a skeleton? Or are you like a skeleton? So did it bring you back after like a long ass time? Like, is that what happened? It brought you back after a long ass time? We're getting a Brook face reveal. Alright, who killed him? Who killed him? You gotta tell us. I'm sure it's gonna be some famous ass pirates, right? Oh. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, so if the boat sank, did you just like... Oh wait, the boat didn't sink. He was fucking on it. I was about to say, what the hell? Was he just underwater for like hundreds of years? Ah, but it couldn't find your body for a long ass time, so you came back as a skeleton. Okay. You know what? This is... how is it that we're getting more of an explanation for how this dude is a skeleton before we're getting any explanation for how a gun and a sword ate a fruit? How... We're getting so much detail and explanation for how this dude, like, became a fucking skeleton. Meanwhile, it has been, what, 200 episodes since they told us a gun ate the dog fruit? No fucking explanation at all? You can't just say some shit like that and then never address it again. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. The fact that I have had to go this long while wondering, you know, how the fuck did a gun become a dog? Meanwhile, within the first 10 minutes of meeting Brook, he's like, yeah, so here's my whole life story, and this is why I'm a skeleton. You're pissing me off, Oda! But you didn't have any eyes! That's never gonna get old. Cause he got lost, he's just like Zoro. Wait, how the fuck does this guy come back to... How is he gonna get killed again? Spooky. Spooky. Luffy's even more excited he's on the crew now. Damn. The animators must love that. They never have to worry about putting a shadow on him. Alright. Dude, you can't just hit us with the One Piece to be continued. Blackbeard. I can't imagine who else has the ability to steal a shadow. So we gotta go beat the shit out of whoever took your shadow. Which I'm assuming is not Blackbeard then. Because I don't know, it just doesn't seem like we're gonna be fighting Blackbeard right now, you know? I'm just gonna assume I was wrong in my assumption that it was Blackbeard.
その影がないのと同じで光を反射して映し出さ私の体が映ることもありません。つまり私は光に拒まれる存在。そして仲間は全
Okay, interest. Yeah, Sanji's just like, bro, that sucks.
霧の深い暗い海。
Yeah. Bro's been alone, just by himself for fucking decades. That's gotta be ass.
涙さえ枯れていなければ泣いて喜びたいところです。あなたが私を仲間に誘ってくれましたね。本当に嬉しかったのです。だけど本当は断らなければ。なんてだよ。
Because if we, yeah. How can I be on your crew if we can't go under the sun, bro? I'm gonna be useless to you. We sail out of this fog, I just die.
でも私の体が消滅するのは時間の問題。影を取り返せる奇跡の日を待つことにします。
何言ってんだよ、水くせえ。影が必要なら俺が取り返してやるよ。
Of course. He's like, yeah, bro, we'll just go get that shit.
誰だ？どこにいるんだ？
あなた。
Yeah, he's like, we'll just go get that shit back, bro. It's light work. It's light work.
言えません。さっき会ったばかりのあなたたちに私のために
Brother, show him the wanted poster. Be like, this is me, bro. Do you see that? This is me. Where the fuck is your shadow at, bro?
それより歌を歌いましょう。
Yep, okay, we got our musician.
私は楽器が自慢なんです。海賊船では音楽家をやっ
お前音楽家なのか？頼むから仲間に入れよ、バカ野郎。
Yeah, exactly. He's been waiting for this day. With Brook, his crew is complete.
なんだどうしたゴースト
There's a fucking ghost! Bro, I knew it! I knew I saw that last episode. There was a fucking ghost.
どういうことだということは船の子を見てください。
どういうこと？
もしやあなた方流しダルを海で拾ったなんてことは
Maybe we did. But, you know, surely that wasn't a trap. Surely it wasn't a trap. It was food that we were supposed to eat, right? Everyone knows you pick up for the fact that Luffy was introduced by floating in a mysterious barrel, and he's like, bro, mysterious barrels floating in the ocean, there's nothing wrong with that.
なんでそこに島があるんだよ。
ゴーストアイランドスリラーバーク。
I like how every time they show Robin, you can never, like, tell what she's actually thinking. Like, everyone else, it's really fucking obvious. But anytime, like, Robin is on screen, I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on in that little noodle of hers? Yeah, so we got the introduction of Brook. We got, our crew finally has a musician. You know, we've been waiting for this. Probably damn near like 300 episodes since Luffy was like, yeah, we need, we need a doctor, we need a musician, we need a cook. Like, it's been probably like 300 episodes since Luffy said all that shit, right? Like, at least. Because it had to have been before... I'm trying to think about how long ago it was. Because it's definitely been a while. But yeah, it's definitely been like an interesting start to a new arc for sure. It's a goddamn shame that we're watching Thriller Bark and it's not anywhere close to Halloween. It's a goddamn shame. We're gonna have to do something about that. We're gonna have to do something about that. I don't know what, but at some point down the line, I've got to do something for Thriller Bark and Halloween. I don't know if that, you know, a Thriller Bark cosplay, a Thriller Bark like Halloween like some point in time, somehow I've got to be able to incorporate Thriller Bark into Halloween. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I know that it has to be done. It has to be done. Surely it has to be done. It's gonna be an obviously based off of like what limited background we have, I'm assuming that going into Thriller Bark, whoever is in charge of the Thriller Bark Ghost Island is the one who stole Brook's shadow. Because why would that not be the case? Otherwise, like, there's no point in introducing that element of the story and then us throwing up on this island, right? So surely that has to be the case, or like the person who did it is on something like that, right? So it's gonna be a short little 40 episode arc. We go there, we beat some ass of some people who look spooky, and then, you know, we're on our way. I imagine that's why it's so short, is just because we just need to go beat this one guy's ass, right? Real quick. He's probably, you know, probably not even gonna be that big of a worry, that big of a fight. I imagine Luffy's just gonna clap cheeks pretty quick. You know, maybe we don't even need Luffy to do it. Maybe we just have like Sanji or Zoro do it. Maybe we have Usopp do it. I don't know. You know, I'm wondering if Brook is gonna be like, how he's gonna be tier listed, like in terms of strength with the other Straw Hats. Like, is he gonna be Usopp Nami level, Chopper Robin level, or is he gonna be like, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know where to put Frankie on that. I guess if I had to like stack rank in terms of combat abilities, it'd probably be like Usopp, Nami, Usopp, Frankie. Then Robin and Chopper are like really similar to me in terms of combat ability. Obviously Robin can just like fucking kill people at will whenever she wants, but like body wise she's like pretty fucking weak. Like she, you know, Robin gets kicked once and she's like fucked up, but Chopper can take an ass beating. And then obviously we have Sanji and Zoro on their level, and then there's fucking Luffy. So I'm wondering like how Brook is going to fit into that tier list of like combat ability, because obviously Devil Fruit user, but now the only thing that Devil Fruit does for him is make him weak the fucking water. So I'm interested to see like if he actually does have any combat ability at this point. I'm imagining that's going to get answered pretty quick as we go into this next set of the story. But I'm interested to hear from you guys, like what you thought of Brook's initial like introduction to the crew. Anything I should be aware of going into this arc, and yeah, let me know what you guys thought of. By now, we've already probably talked about it in the comments, but let me know what you guys thought of the previous arc review. Let me know what you guys thought of the character tier list review. Based off of the live stream, I'm assuming there are a lot of controversial comments about that video. Yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.